Hey everyone, it's Johnny from Montreal Canadiens back with another video. This video is on the Montreal Canadiens potentially going after Pierre-Luc Dubois. So there's a lot of rumors right now. I want to go over a few things. One, talking about the Habs going after Dubois. Dubois, it's rumored that he wants to go to free agency when he's able to. So obviously when he signs the one-year deals through RFA, getting to that UFA status in a couple of years. So for Pierre-Luc Dubois, would he stay in Montreal? I think that's the big thing. The Habs would, I could see them making this deal if they think Dubois would sign long-term there. So looking at a potential trade proposal, I'm just going to not waste any time. If you're a new subscriber, welcome. Hit that like button, notification bell. Hopefully you leave your comments down below with your thoughts. The Habs potentially trading Christian Dvorak. That was the rumor right now. A big thing was like the Habs were trying to get Dubois potentially, or the Jets making that trade on draft day or in around the draft. So Dvorak would be one of the pieces going the other way. Jeff Petrie potentially as well. And this is where you give incentive for the Habs to make this kind of deal with a little bit of a risk. You attach a first-round pick, the Panthers pick. You could do the Panthers first-round pick that you got in the Ben Sherratt deal. Attach a prospect or a younger piece. It could be like a Norlinder or maybe Paling. The Jets could find intriguing. Maybe a couple younger pieces that are like B-level prospects. You add incentives. You add some younger pieces. You add that Panthers first-round pick to Jeff Petrie and Dvorak. And those could be two pieces the Jets want. And if you give those extra incentives, maybe the Jets would be willing to trade Dubois to Montreal in the scenario of it's opposite conference. And the Jets don't want to lose Dubois in a couple of years for nothing. So I think this is the very interesting piece for the Habs potentially, because it would be nuts in terms of their center depth. If they made a kind of deal like this, it would be crazy. I do want to also discuss another deal that I have kind of listed there, which is maybe the Habs, if they were to trade Jeff Petrie, maybe they revisit the Tyson Barrie talks. And I think a perfect deal, and I'll talk about it in another video, is the Habs and Oilers swapping Barrie for Mike Hoffman. This would be a perfect fit. They both have 2 years left at a $4.5 million cap hit. I think it's perfect. I think it gives the Oilers a score after missing out on Connor Brown, and the Habs get Tyson Barrie, who would fill that need left by Jeff Petrie, filling that hole. So I think in terms of this overall move, the Habs have the center depth of Pierre-Luc Dubois, Nick Suzuki as your top two centers. And then you have Kirby Dach and Jake Evans. That'd be nuts. So it's been all over Twitter. It's been a conversation. I've said in the past, even when Dubois was being traded from the Jackets, I said the Habs would be a perfect trade partner. Dubois, kind of a home thing, like situation. I just think it'd be cool. I think even though I think it would bring out the rivalries again, I think the Habs would instantly get a lot better. Maybe even like sniff a wild card having that kind of center depth. I think they're really inexperienced still, but we'll see their goaltending situation. But in terms of lines for the Montreal Canadiens, if they made a move like this, you're looking at a top line potentially. If Slafkovsky makes the team, Slafkovsky, you know, he wanted to be on a line with Suzuki and Caulfield. Then you look at the second line potential of Jonathan Drouin with Pierre-Luc Dubois and Josh Anderson. Then the third line of Dadonov with Dach and Gallagher. And then you have a fourth line of Byron, Jake Evans, and Armia. I think that's perfect. I think that's perfect for the Habs in terms of a rebuilding team. Get your younger defenseman in there and let your forwards develop. You get Slafkovsky in there if he's ready, if you feel like he's ready. For the Jets, you get Jeff Petrie in there. I think you include Dylan DeMello in this kind of trade to kind of match a little bit more salary. And the Jets are still already crowded on defense. So if they're going to bring on Petrie, then you have to send DeMello or a defenseman the other way. I will say also that for the Montreal Canadiens, this is incentive to lose the Jeff Petrie contract and not retain any salary. And the rumors so far in Jeff Petrie trade talks, it's that other teams want the Habs to retain some salary on Jeff Petrie. This is more incentive to make this kind of deal, that you trade Jeff Petrie and don't retain any salary. So Petrie to the Jets, maybe. I've seen some rumors of Josh Anderson in this kind of trade, but I think Dvorak would be the fit here, because then he would become the second line center for the Jets, and you'd have center depth of Scheifele, Dvorak, and Adam Lowry. I think that makes sense for the Jets. You get Petrie on that back end, you get a first-round pick, and maybe a prospect or two. And maybe the Habs try their very best to sign Dubois long-term. So thank you so much for watching this video. Hit the subscribe button, like, notification bell, all that good stuff. Give me your thoughts on potentially Dubois going to the Montreal Canadiens and what you could see as a trade. And hey, I have more videos and streams coming, so look out for it. See you guys soon. Peace.